Over the next few weeks, I'm going to do a number of video blogs about acne, the causes, how to heal your skin, how to improve your overall skin tone, how to get rid of blemishes, dietary stuff, and also products that are actually going to help with the management of acne. Okay, one of the things that I get asked most is, what can I do? I get people coming to see me who've done Roaccutane, who've done Proactive, who've been on antibiotics, who've used all sorts of creams and potions and lotions, and they come and say, look, this isn't helping, or my skin's now dehydrated but it's got pimples, or my skin's too oily, or what can I do? So while we always talk about what's going on the inside, today I'm actually going to talk to you about a product that is a really healing and what I call a therapeutic product for topical use, and that's a product called Clair Visage. Again, this is a REMEDICa product, and you know that I love this range, and one of the reasons I love this range is because it made such a big difference to my life, but also I've just seen such good results with other people. Okay, so this is Clair Visage. It comes in 50 mils. It's actually an oil-based serum, and you may say, oil, acne don't go together. My skin's already oily and I've got pimples, and you actually want me to add oil to my skin? And my answer is yes, I do. But it's not a really heavy, oily serum. This has got a very, very light molecular weight, so it sinks into the skin very quickly. So it sinks into the skin very quickly without leaving an oily residue. Okay, so that's the first point I want to make about using oils. The second point is there's just such a big myth. So this is going to be a myth-busting moment. Such a big myth that you can't use oils when you've got oily skin. Let's go back a step and look at why the skin is producing oil in the first place. Well, there's a number of factors. It can be hormones, it can be dietary, but essentially the skin is over-producing sebum. So the skin looks oily or shiny or greasy. And often the skin's over-producing sebum because we use stripping cleansers that pull every bit of oil away from the skin. And so then the skin, to use a technical term, freaks out and starts over-producing oil. It's all about the acid mantle. And I've gone on a bit about the acid mantle in reference to black soap, but essentially the acid mantle is a protective layer of oils and sebum that we have on our skin, and it's also involved in the pH of the skin, so it keeps our skin in balance. Cleansers strip the acid mantle away, and depending on the severity or the strength of the cleanser, it actually takes a long time for the skin to recover its pH and for the acid mantle to repair. Okay, so often with some of the cleansers that are used for acne are really, really harsh. They strip everything back, and they strip it back so much that the skin starts to become dehydrated. And that's when you get people who end up with dehydrated skin and acne instead of oily skin and acne. One problem is just as bad as the other. So once the skin's been stripped back, it starts to overproduce. So while there might be hormone and dietary causes that are actually contributing to that oily skin, using really strong cleansers and no moisturisers are just going to make that worse. So how do oils come into this? Well, oils are an excellent carrier for nutrients into the skin. The skin doesn't absorb water-based ingredients, it only absorbs oil-based ingredients. Okay, so oils is an excellent medium for carrying those nutrients into the skin. It also helps balance that acid mantle and the sebum levels of the skin. So if your skin's stripped back, then using an oil serum, a light oil serum, or a light moisturiser will help balance that acid mantle and stop the overproduction of sebum. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about oils, which is really, really critically important, is that some of the oils that have got omega-3 or 6 or 9 are also potent anti-inflammatories. Okay, so for instance, some of the oils that we have in the Clair Visage actually help to down-regulate or dampen down inflammation in the skin. And one of the driving factors of acne and really pustular, red, inflamed pimples is inflammation. And often, again, it can be dietary motivated or caused by diet, but a whole host of other factors such as stress, hormones, can also contribute to inflammation. The skin has local inflammatory response, so we can actually apply local ingredients or topical ingredients and have a really good effect as long as they're absorbed properly. So the oil base or the oil medium that Clair Visage is actually goes in and downregulates that inflammation, but it also carries really essential nutrients through to the skin. And those essential nutrients help to balance sebum. We've got things such as watercress extract, vetiver and grape, which help balance sebum. It helps, as I said, reduce inflammation, and it also carries through ingredients that have a healing action on the skin. So improves skin integrity, helps reduce scarring, and helps improve existing scarring. Ingredients there would be parsley and calendula, which are really healing and anti-scarring. So overall, this product is a treatment product. It's not necessarily used morning and night. This product is only used at night alone after cleansing. As I said, it's lightweight, and because of that, it's very, very fast absorbing. I'm just going to show you. It might be a little bit difficult to see, but I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. So you can see that it's, well, it's actually a bit tricky to see, but it's an oil-based serum, but it's also got hydrosols, and so that's a liquid or water-based portion of this. So it's not a really heavy, rich serum. It's a very, very light serum, and within 5 to 10 minutes, maximum 10, that will be completely absorbed into the skin, leaving nothing but hydrated skin. Okay, the other thing about oils is that they're less congesting than moisturisers. One of the big problems with moisturisers in acne is you put it on and all the waxes and butters and synthetic ingredients, if you're using synthetic products, can actually congest the skin. They can make blackheads worse, and of course when there's blackheads there's a greater incidence, or tends to be a greater incidence of pustules. So oils are non-congesting, they absorb into the skin and they don't block the pores. It hydrates the skin. Hydration is essentially about the moisture content of the skin. How oils do that is they go in and, okay, so this is the cell of a skin cell, and there's a fatty membrane around the skin cell, and that fatty membrane actually helps to keep moisture in, keep nutrients in, and get rid of any toxins get rid of any toxins. So if you've got a healthy cell membrane, and that's what those oils do, they do go in and create a healthy cell membrane, there's less likely to be inflammation, and there's also likely to be a healthy skin cell environment. The ingredients are also antioxidant. Antioxidant, what does that mean? It means that there's less damage produced in the skin cell. There is a pretty strong link between acne and inflamed skin and accelerated aging. So one of the ways of overcoming that is, of course, dampening down inflammation, but also putting those antioxidants into the skin. What else can I say about this product? Generally, I find that less is more, and I say that about a lot of products actually, and probably because I think people are prone to think that, well, if a little bit of this is good, then a lot must be even better, but that's not so. So with Clair Visage, one small pump, apply over the whole face at night after cleansing, and often when the skin is still slightly moist is even better. When you first start to use this product, skin might feel a little bit greasier or oilier than usual, but then it'll only last the first few days, and after a week at maximum, your skin will start to balance out. You'll start to see the healing effect, and realistically, to see improvement, 3 to 6 weeks. Why do I say that? Because you might see improvement in redness, which is inflammation, sooner, but to see healing of scars and less pustules coming through, it's 3 to 6 weeks. And of course, I advise that you look at internal factors as well as topical. Over the next few weeks, as I said, I'll look at some other packs and some other ingredients and products that we use for acne-prone skin, but I'll also talk about some of the dietary factors, so you can have a look at all of the factors that help promote healthy skin.